Hey guys, Michelle here from thehouse.com, and today we're talking about the Full Tilt Plush 6 boot. So I'm here with the Full Tilt rep, John Schmoke. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Michelle.
So I'm super excited to talk about these boots. To start, I want to talk about the liner in these boots. So we have a wraparound Intuition liner. So what can you tell me that's kind of just one of the better features of why it's a wraparound and what Intuition liner really means?
Here's another example of it. The wraparound Intuition liner is we use more intuition on this particular liner. So it's going to be the more warmer liner that we have out there, and because there's more intuition, it's going to be more heat moldable for that customer. But Intuition liners are the lightest weight liners out there. They're the warmest liners out there, and are totally heat moldable. And I like the wraparound feel better because I feel it covers more different sizes of calves and ankles and stuff like that.
Which is super important.
And it's super important on the ladies. But on the ladies' liners, as you can see, we do it's cut out so it's lower, so it's going to encompass more of it's going to be less problem with any kind of ankle or calf pressure or anything like that.
And a lot of women kind of complaining about that a little bit, experiencing that with their ski boots. So that's a very nice solution to that. To jump into the next thing is we're going to talk about this ribbed tongue. So it's super different from what any other company is doing. What can you tell me about that?
Well, the ribbed tongue the reason we put a ribbed tongue on there is because it has a more consistent flex out of the tongue. And it's like the ribbed straws that you can buy at the grocery store.
Totally.
When you flex that straw, the diameter stays the same. And that's what the theory behind this is, that when you flex it, it stays the same shape. So you're not deforming the boot or anything, and then it gives you a progressive flex out of the boot. So you can always keep your ankle engaged, and you can engage it more or less or anything like that when you're out skiing. So it's going to give you better performance just because you can keep that ankle engaged and keep all the muscles in the foot working and stuff, and it's not going to change the shape of you don't have to deform the boot or anything like that with that ribbed tongue on it.
So it's way more responsive is what you're saying too.
Yes.
Which is super helpful because, with a warm liner, a comfortable liner, and a responsive tongue that doesn't make you work harder than you need to, you can ski much longer than you would in another ski boot. So we also have some adjustable features on here. I know that full tilt boots are super customizable. So with this boot here, we do have the 6 flex, which is about a 90 on the kind of average scale there. So it's a little bit of a stiffer flex, but I know that we can adjust the tongue. Is that right?
Yes, the tongues we have a flex 4 tongue, we have a flex 6, we have a flex 8, a 10, and a 12.
So you can just replace that.
So the 12 is the 12 is the stiffest. So if you buy this boot and you want a softer flexing tongue, maybe for a certain type of skiing style, you can have that. Park riders, anything like that. And then if you want to upgrade that tongue into a more stiffer boot for out free riding, you can buy that as another tongue, and you can just replace them very easily. And then you can go out and you can have a stiffer feel to the tongue, and so you can get more response, better power and performance out of the boot with the different durometer tongues that we have out there.
That's awesome. I think it's really nice to have that kind of feature. That customizable is just absolutely amazing too. And I know some of the straps and the buckles and everything are replaceable as well too.
Yes, all the buckles are replaceable. They're screw on and stuff. And we use, as you can see, we use the cables on here. The cables give it less pressure, so it distributes the pressure more evenly out on the boot itself, so you don't have all the pressure right over the buckle. And the buckles have micro adjustments on them, so you can micro adjust those so you can get the best custom fit that you want out of the boot. For whatever kind of riding you're going to do.
Absolutely.
We do, on this particular boot too, we do have a more stiffer material we put at the bottom of the boot, so it's going to have better edge side to side edge.
Better control.
Better control.
Awesome.
And then we have a softer durometer plastic up in this part of the boot, so it wraps around your foot and gives you more comfort and stuff.
Yeah, super comfortable. And then as we mentioned too, if you want to change out the flex, just because if you want to ride park or if you want to do some kind of trick skiing, we also have, that's a shock absorbing footbed, is it?
It's a footboard that we have in there.
Okay.
And yes, this footboard in this particular boot is made out of a rubber material, so it's going to, if they're doing jumps or anything like that, if they're more freestyle oriented, it's going to give them a better feel and a softer landing on it, less shock to them. Or if you're out and you put a 10 flex tongue on there and you're out and you're an aggressive skier, it's going to be more dampening out there, so it's going to be less fatiguing for you on your feet and more comfort.
That's awesome. These are a truly supreme ski boot. And I know one other thing that women super appreciate with these is just how easy they are to get on and off.
Yep, we have, with the tongue that we have on there, when you unbuckle the boot and take it apart, the whole tongue basically will flip up, and it's totally flips out of the way. So it's very
so
easy
nice.
to get it on and off, which is what we really get a lot of
Yeah.
performance from. So
That's crazy
it
amount of
opens
space.
up like that, and you're in, and you don't have to worry about it, and you just put it back, and you're basically back in the boot.
That's super awesome. I think these are absolutely stellar. I know whenever I go out with my girlfriends and they want to get in their ski boots, they're like, be right back in 10, 15 minutes. I got to go put my ski boots on. It really shouldn't be that much of a process, and I think you guys have really eliminated that that problem for people. One other thing is we do have a portion here where you can actually change the forward lean. Is that right?
Right. This is a forward lean mechanism. We have it on the back of the boot. You can just loosen that up. So if you want more forward lean or less, depending on what your skiing style is, you can make that adjustment to
So
it.
even more customizable
Right.
features.
And
That's
we
nuts.
do have replaceable foot soles on them too. So the boot sole can be replaced if it wears down or anything like that from walking. You can easily replace that too.
That's super long. That definitely helps with the longevity of your boot. So it's really awesome to have that feature as well. So thank you for being here with us today. You can find the Full Tilt Plush 6 women's ski boot at thehouse.com, and don't forget to drop a comment or a like below and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching today, guys.